Hey guys, I'm feeling so frustrated right now for doom scrolling these last 2 hours or 3 hours, and I just want to talk to you guys about it. It's almost 12 a.m. and 12 a.m. in the midnight. Yes, 12 a.m. Duh. And I decided to just discuss with you my frustrations with doom scrolling and procrastination. So I got home today from my work and I decided I'm gonna get done today. Like, I'm gonna go plan whatever for my next video that I want to talk about, right? I have these all ideas in my head going into my house, and I told myself I would get it all done. And then I get home around 7 p.m., laid on the couch. Next thing you know, 3 hours has gone by. No, so actually, I ate dinner and then sat down at 8 actually, and then decided to go on my phone, scroll on social media, and next thing you know, it's 11 p.m. For some reason, the time just went by, although I knew what I was doing. But part of me was, it was so freaking hard to get out of the doom scrolling. You know, when you're just scrolling and you see the time go by and you're like, 30 more minutes or 10 more minutes, and or I'll get this done in like 5 minutes, I'll be done after. And you just constantly keep doing that. That's what I was doing for the last, I would say, the first hour I was just mindlessly scrolling, but then the 2 hours in those, I was telling myself I need to get shit done. But telling myself I need to get it done was the opposite of what I actually did. I didn't do anything. And I know there's so many tips out there that, says, there's so many tips on how to get out of doom scrolling. But I feel like it's not just black and white. There's no one tip or one advice that works on all situations, right? Because I don't know, because I've tested so many different ways of getting myself out of doom scrolling, but it's just so freaking hard to actually get out of it, on some situations. On other situations, it's easy. There's moments in time where you get that tip, you try and practice it the next day, it works. And the next day it works, but then the next day it doesn't work. And so that's something I have realized really recently, that there is literally no one advice that will work to get myself out of doom scrolling. And right now, the reason why I'm even making this video is I'm just so freaking frustrated. I'm so done. But at the same time, I really have to forgive myself. I know that. But that's the hardest part, right? You see, being hard on ourselves is much easier than forgiving ourselves and moving forward and doing what's you're supposed to be doing next. I don't know, there's something about that doom scrolling that's just easier to scroll. It's easier to scroll than it is to do the task you're doing, which is obvious. I'm sure you guys know that. I'm sure you guys go through that as well. But I really just want to find a way to get myself out of it. And I don't know, I don't want to sound like a victim mindset here, but it's just so actually so difficult. And that's why I decided to make this video, right? Because I just want to discuss with you guys, like, what do you guys do to get yourself actually out of doom scrolling? Or is it just one of those things that you really just gotta be strong, like in a disciplined way? Or I don't know. I did definitely forgive myself. I Before I even filmed this, I actually decided to just take a shower, so that I'm ready for bed once I'm done, because it's pretty late and tomorrow's Friday. I still have work to do. I still have my work, and I know I shouldn't be staying up all night or doing an all nighter right now, but I just feel so frustrated with myself that I let those 2 hours go or 3 hours go, and I can't get it back anymore, right? Because I already wasted it in a way. So, what is it that we can do, right? I would really want you to share whatever it is that works for you, like truly works. But at the same time, it's like for different situations, it's a different, I feel like it has to be a different tip, because I've tried doing the asking yourself, because what I was doing earlier was literally what this video previously that I had watched, which is instead of telling yourself, I need to get it done, I need to get it done, you ask yourself, what would a productive person do at this moment? Or what can I do in 5 minutes that would make that would move the needle? And I did think about it, but I still doom scrolled. And there's something about it at the same time, because as a as someone that's trying to create content and get be consistent with posting, if you're trying to grow a social media, your personal brand while working a, let's say, a 9 to 5, or just work in general, you need to put in the work, right? But at the same time, you feel mentally tired, and I don't know, it's like hard to find the balance, because I'm not sure if you can relate with me, but as much as I'd be lying to you if I said I didn't want to grow this channel or this Instagram or this YouTube as fast as I can, because I'm trying to get out of this 9 to 5. It's not that I don't necessarily hate the job. I like my coworkers, I like my managers, but it's not, I just know that I'm working for someone else's dream, and I want to make money on my own terms, right? But at the same time, if I was to quit, but I don't have the discipline like I do right now, if I don't have the discipline like what I'm doing right now, then I would end up homeless. I would end up broke. So it's something that I know, for me to even think about quitting, I need to build that habit of just being consistent, having a structure. But I don't know, like my personality is hard to stick with the same routine. I can't. For some reason, I just can't stick to the same routine. It needs to have varieties. Whether it's like, just an example, okay? I'm not the type of person that can do the, I do the cold shower, but I don't necessarily do it the first thing in the morning. It could just either be meditate first, or take my dog outside for a walk first, or pack my lunch first, and it just varies. Sometimes it's like ABCD, and I mix it up. I like varieties, and it's just so freaking hard to figure that out, especially when you're trying to grow and trying to decide, because there's so much more to creating content, right? It's not just you have an idea, or you copy someone else's idea and you just post it. There's more to it. There's more skills to learn. There's, I don't know. That's what I have learned. Although I am a pretty new, like I'm pretty new at this. I'm only, I think, 6 months new into this game. It's something that I'm still trying to figure out. I'm hope you can figure it out too, if you're someone that's trying to grow your own social media. Because I don't know, I just realized I might be just rambling and talking nonsense right now, but I'm still gonna post this because who cares? This is digital real estate, you know? People, maybe I see myself in 5 years from now if I, no, I will keep going. 5 years from now, I'm gonna look back at this. We're gonna look back at this and see the progress we made, hopefully. And I hope you are also working towards your goals, whether it's a business you're trying to grow, whether it's a career you're trying to achieve, whether it's the entrepreneur journey, like, trying to build the social media as well. I don't know. It's for us to figure it out. There's so many things, but it's a good thing though. Don't look at it as a bad thing. It's a learning progress. You have to keep growing, show, keep, keep learning, and teach what you learn. But yeah, I feel like I went on a ramble right now. I got off topic with the doom scrolling, and now I'm talking about this. But it's probably late, that's why. I don't know if I have much to say. I guess that's all I have for today. I'm sorry if I ended this, if this whole video is a mess. It might not be. Maybe it's just my self-negative talk that's telling me, oh, this is such a shitty video, but it might not be. Hopefully you find a value out of this from my mistakes that I did today. Because I just want to talk to you about it. Because I feel so freaking frustrated. I just feel like I wasted the whole day. And I feel like I'm always playing catch up. And I'm just so tired of it. It's like an ongoing battle. Like there's days where I'm doing good and there's days when I'm not. But I don't know. Is it because I'm just too hard on myself? I don't know. Maybe. But at the same time, for me to grow, I need to put more value out there. I need to put more content out there. I need to share my story. I've realized too, though, that long form is how you can get your true people that would resonate with you. Because short form is just, there's no personality in it. It's not as much personality in it. It's hard, at least for me. And with the long form is you literally, like right now we're pretty much discussing with, I'm just pretty much talking to you. But you just can't answer. You probably will answer on the comments, but not right now. And yeah, I'm just someone who has so much ideas going into my head, whether it's building an app on Lovable or Replit, right? Whether it's building my community through Discord, whether it's idea about content, that so many ideas go into my head while I'm working, and then I get home and procrastination hits and I don't end up getting it done. Man, I'm just talking negative right now. I just feel like I need to snap myself out of it. Snap myself out of it. Snap myself out of it. I just gotta think positively. Yeah. Our self-negative talk is such a bitch. It's something that I feel like you can also relate with me on this one. Yeah. I'm not sure if, yeah, we're probably on the same boat on that for sure. I don't know. Hopefully not as much as me though. Yeah, it's not a competition. I'm not saying it's, but I hope that you're not so hard on yourself. And if you're watching to this, it's been, I don't know how long. It's probably been like 15 minutes already. I really appreciate you for sticking with me in this video. Not sure if I rambled or you actually got a value from this video, but I really, really appreciate you for sticking here till 15 minutes, 10 minutes, however long this video is. And my advice for you is to be more curious, on ideas, tips on how to get yourself out of doom scrolling, or maybe just tips in general. Don't just focus on one tip unless it's working for you consistently for the next 3 months or 6 months. Then stay at it. If not, consider learning from different people or looking for new advice and actually implement it, because implementing it is actually the hardest. It's easy to just get ideas and be like, oh, get your dopamine. Be like, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna do that. But then when shit is actually happening to you, you don't end up doing it, right? So take more action and just keep going. I believe in you, but as much as I can believe in you, you have to believe in yourself much more. That's advice for myself, probably too, because sometimes I don't be believing in myself then more than I should. Yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I think it's time. I don't really have much to say anymore. It's almost 12:05. Let's see. Let's see if you see it. It's 12:05 a.m. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's 12:05 and no, past 12:05. Probably gonna head to bed. No, I gotta post this first. My idea is to just post this right away. Share it to you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And yeah, that's all I really have for today. I hope you have a good night or a good day. Thank you for sticking with me here. I appreciate your time. I hope you have a good night. I said that already. Bye.